Blog Talk Radio. Welcome to Let's Talk Jets Radio.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Jets Radio. This is one of your hosts, Tyson Roush. It is truly the offseason now where there's not really a lot of news. We can talk some schedule. We can talk some backup quarterback. We can talk some different topics. But if you're looking for any kind of, analytics or stuff like that, there's really not a lot to go through, especially with, OTAs are pretty much just, workouts that are private. So at Talk Jets Radio, Instagram and Twitter, Let's Talk Jets Radio on YouTube. We thank everybody that continues to join us through these times. We're definitely have a lot of fun. Thank you to everybody that's bought a shirt. The response is a little bit overwhelming, so we're hoping to start mailing them out a week from yesterday, so next Monday. So please just bear with us a little bit. We'll make sure we get them all out. So let me introduce Mr. Tyrone.
What's going on, Tyson? What's going on, big baby?
Well, it's not much, man. We'll talk some schedule. We'll talk some different things. But I want to know, how are you doing, man? I know, the last couple of weeks on here, you've been hot, you've been cold, you've been, a little bit all over the place. Are you settling in, man? Are you grinding now?
Yeah, I'm settling in, man. I think all the excitement's over with, so I'm kind of just like, it's that dead moment. So it's kind of like, I want to hear some news. I want to hear something. Looking for a signing. Wish I could see what's really going on at these camps. At these camps they're doing right now. So kind of sucks a little bit, but at the end of the day, in due time, man. Good things coming those away.
So, well, I guess we'll start with the easy stuff, and it's the schedule comes out, and we were all wrong. We made all our predictions, and we were all completely wrong with the season opener, and the Jets are opening up with the Panthers. The first question I have for you, Tyrone, is: are you going?
Listen, bro. If I'm on this earth, I will
What
be
the
there.
hell?
Hell, listen, bro. If I'm on this earth, I got to make it to that game, bro. First game of the season.
What the? That sounds.
Wait, did he borrow Steve's phone? What is going on here?
What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Talking to a robot?
I know it's the all season, but now I'm talking to Tyrone in robot language. What the hell was that?
What the hell is that?
Come on, man. I know we're kind of
just the first 90 seconds, but what the hell is that, man?
I know we're a half-assed podcast. We don't know shit about technology, and we don't really put a lot of effort into our the production of this show. But Jesus Christ, let's try one more time. Tyrone. Oh, what the hell, man? You sound like a goddamn robot. What is this shit? This is what we get, man. This is what I don't understand, prime time. We're doing shows on Mondays and Tuesdays, some Fridays and Saturdays, all this shit. He's got to do 2 hours a week, and this is what we get from him.
Unbelievable. I was ready to sit back, I was ready to hop on Twitter a little bit, start getting things going on there, and now I got to pick up his dead weight. Unbelievable.
And then he'll complain, oh, bro, the money, man. I need more money. I got all this Hollywood shit. He needs a new goddamn phone. So, prime time, going to you. It is. So going to one of the interesting topics from last night that it's been really fascinating is the most underrated Jets of all time. And we tweeted that on Twitter, a lot of different responses. You have your Kotcheries, Bilal Powell, Brandon Moore, guys like Brad Smith, Tony Richardson, guys like that. But then we'll get names like Revis and Mo Lou. Revis is not underrated. I'm Wayne Corbett and Mo Lewis. I don't think guys I think those guys get the appreciation and the praise that they should get. Don't you think?
Yeah, because I tend to think those guys tend to stand out a little bit more because throughout the Jets' history there haven't really been a whole lot of stud players that we draft. So when we do actually get it right, those players tend to, stick to us. So, Darrelle Revis obviously being, one of the best cornerbacks of all time, to list him as being underrated, I think is crazy. And I think that anybody that grew up in the 90s, like I did, we know how good Mo Lewis was, even though he gets, more praise or talk for the hit on Bledsoe.
Yeah, I mean, if you look, like, for me, underrated is a guy that was very good that never got the credit he deserved. Like, for me, like I'm an older fan. Like, a guy like Richie Anderson, Tony Richardson makes a lot of sense. Brandon Moore, like, the stalwart on the line that nobody really talked about. He was just reliable. He was just always very good. You have guys like Brian Thomas and Calvin Pace and, a lot of those unsung guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw a lot of the responses on Twitter. Some names that we didn't even mention last night. Chad Morton. I think Brad Smith was brought up a few times. Dedrick Ward, great deep threat. Late '90s with that '98 team. Completely forgot about him. Jim Leonard, a guy that was never really great athletically, but just a smart dude. Helped install that Rex Ryan defense. So a lot of guys. Yes,
that's definitely an interesting topic. So do we want to try the Robot Man again, Prime Time? How many strikes does he get?
I guess that was strike one, so we'll give him 3.
All right, let's try this again. Hollywood, how do you sound now?
Yo, how do I sound now? Do I sound better?
Hey, welcome back, man. Welcome back. Hey, we're going to be a legitimate show tonight now.
I couldn't hear it on my end. What happened? I mean, what's going on? Seriously.
You sound the worst that Steve's phone ever sounded. Yeah, it was horrendous.
Oh, wow. I had to switch headsets. That's good. I'm back. My bad.
I mean, and you give us a hard time for the production of the show, and you want a higher quality show, and you want to raise the standard of all of our efforts here, and this is what you do to us, man. I don't understand.
I mean, you talking trash, man. You didn't cut the check this week, bro. So what's the problem is?
But dude, listen, your performance the last 3-4 weeks, man. Plus this shit tonight, I don't know, man. You could be on like double secret probation.
But listen, the question you were asking me before my phone, before my headset clanked out is, am I going to the Carolina game? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to that, to be able to.
Well, next, there's like a 3-part question with that. So you said you're going. Now, will you bless Kevin and myself? Will you give us the honor privilege to actually sit next to us? Or are you going to be like just a high roller, just blow us off like, bro, I got my own posse here. I'm not going to hang with you guys.
Listen. You already know I'm saying
what you
guys. You already know that I'm with the tailgate. Listen, man, this is gonna be crazy, man. I mean, can you imagine the atmosphere, man? Like, it's gonna be in Carolina, but like everyone, I was checking, when you would ask where everyone was going, and everyone was like Carolina game. Like our tailgate, you know what I'm saying? I'm just looking. I mean, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. And I definitely want to sit beside you guys. I'm excited, bro.
Okay.
Excited.
So then so prime time as of now, as of May 18th, he's going to be sitting next to us, which I'm sure will change by August. But so, Tyrone, will you be going down for Friday, Saturday, Sunday? When would you arrive in Carolina?
Tyrone's probably going to arrive Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
All right. See, he's stepping it up. Kevin, I'm actually impressed.
I probably won't leave till Monday because I'm probably going to be hungover Sunday. So I'll probably.
I thought Tyrone would be like, "Yo, bro, I'm going to arrive like late Saturday night. I'll get my tailgate in. I'm going to bolt." I thought you were going to be that kind of guy. You're going to be for the long haul.
Right now, he's going to get there Friday. Then that's going to turn into Saturday night. Then it's going to be my bad. I'll be there, for the tailgate. Then I'll be there before kickoff. And then, I couldn't make it.
Hey, listen,
you know how this works.
You know what? Prime time, listen, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Like, not being able to go to a single game last year, bro, and just missing that experience, missing that camaraderie, just interacting with our fans. And, bro, there's no way I'm not being at that game, bro. There's no way. I'm missing that game. So, I just know that it's going to be a long weekend fucking with you two. So, I'm pretty sure Jay's going to be there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I just know I'm going to have a lot of water and Pedialyte in my hotel room because I know it's going to be some long nights. Absolutely. I'm
okay,
excited.
So Carolina will definitely figure out. I was almost going to, because Shinedown's playing in Newark on that Friday. I'm like, maybe I'll just go down on Saturday. But I'm like, if you're going down on Friday, I'm definitely going Friday then because I don't want to miss none of your bullshit.
Absolutely.
So when are we getting tickets?
I'm going Friday. Hey, listen, I already told you, bro. I cash up you the money today. I could care less. I already explained that to you.
So should I just get like 4 in a row somewhere? And we'll figure out who the
fourth is. Who's the fourth person?
I don't know. It's hard to find 3. Usually it's either 2 or 4.
I'll take care of this. I got a prime time. You get our Jets credentials back. I'll get on the tickets. Don't you worry about it. I'll work this shit out.
Yeah, leave me with the impossible task.
So Tyrone, the second question is the other narrative that's been out, like they announced Jets, Panthers, all this stuff, and I went off on this a little bit, I guess, over the last couple of days. Is some lazy members of the media are just saying, wow, this is a high pressure game for Zach Wilson, and this is like a must win for him, and he must set the tone and must do all this shit. And to be honest with you, dude, and this isn't like being biased to either side, to me, it's the exact opposite. I think the Jets and Wilson, they obviously want to play well, but it's a rookie in his first game, new head coach, new offense, on the road, all these different things. If anything, there's a shitload of pressure on Sam Darnold because he's facing his former team. The Panthers gave up draft compensation to get him. They picked up his option, and there are still people around trying to figure out what the hell Sam Darnold is. Like PFF released the quarterback rankings today going into the season, and Darnold was towards the bottom of it. So like the whole Zach Wilson must win week one, to me, I think it's horseshit. I think if he does, it's great. But if anything, if Sam Darnold walks with the L, that's going to be like there's going to be some nervous waves down in Carolina. I mean, what do you think?
I believe the same thing. I believe everything you said was correct. I think that it's amazing how all of a sudden this game is all of a sudden it's a make it or break it for Zach Wilson. I mean, if he doesn't play well or, we struggle or whatever, this kid's a bust. I mean, it's a joke, man. But to be honest with you, man, I'm really, if we can fix our cornerback situation and bring a veteran in, I'm looking for the defense to be really, really good. Offense, man, I think it's going to take some time, but I think the kid's up for it, man. Listen, man, we had 80 people today at volunteer workouts, bro, the last 2 days, bro. 80 people, bro. 80 people. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And actually we led the league in that, man. So that's saying these guys are buying in. These guys are excited, man. It's a different kind of atmosphere. So, man, that same old Jet stigma, man, I'm not buying that till I see it. These guys are young. These guys are dedicated. These guys want to be there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to. I'm not putting that kind of pressure on him, man. I'm not looking for. If he comes in and can hold his own this year, bro, that's all I'm asking for. You know what I'm saying? To be competitive and play well and grow. If I can see growth throughout the year, I'll be fine with that, man. But this offense is going to be really good. It's going to be geared quarterback friendly. It's going to be heavily on the running game. He has really good receivers, and like I said, we still have question of O-line. Those two things, O-line and cornerback, man, if we can solidify that, man, I think we're going to be a really good team, man. I really do. I think that he's coming to great opportunity. And I think Sam, on the other hand, I mean, I'll be honest with you, like, I wish Sam nothing but the best. But that game, Sam, I hope you have a bad game. I hope you do what you always do. I hope you throw picks and bad decisions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, just the storyline and stuff. Listen, I know they got to sell clicks, and they're all desperate for attention and desperate for the hot takes. But like, the storyline itself just doesn't make any sense to me. Yes, it's a hyped up game, but like to me, it's apples and oranges. Zach Wilson, second pick in the draft, first game as a pro. Sam Darnold entering a vital year in his career. He's already played 3 years. He's entering a monumental time in his career. It's like put up or shut up time. Like, he's not going to get many more chances. He's got, 17 games this year to figure out what the hell he's going to do, or he could be the next guy out in Carolina, too. So, to me, that narrative doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't. And the thing is, too, and either, the other thing, if you want to look at it, the most common sense way of looking at it is no matter how either quarterback does, really doesn't mean a lot because it's a 17-game season. So, if Zach Wilson plays great in week one and shits to bed for the next 10 weeks, week one's not going to mean anything. If anything, you want to see solid progression throughout, week in and week out, getting better, showing improvement, all this other stuff. One game's not going to determine his career. It's like that. But if you want to have the whole identify a pressure point in the game, it's definitely not on the Jets, dude. I just don't see it at all.
I mean, what do you think, Prime Time?
Well, I think there's going to be nerves on both sides, just, again, because of how the media narrative is ultimately going to play out. But I do think the Jets are playing with more house money, rookie quarterback, new coach. I think with a fourth-year quarterback, you're kind of, expecting
on the road,
come out of the gate a little bit stronger. Yeah, playing a home game as well. And, Tyrone, I'm glad you brought up the 80 guys that showed up at OTAs because damn well if, the Jets were one of those teams that have like 50 or 60, the media would be all over that. But there's not one story about the Jets having all 80 guys there, or 80 out of whatever it is, like 90-something, so.
Yeah, it's all negativity. When it surrounds our team, it's all negativity. I'm being honest with you, man. And I've never figured this out, and I know you guys are still in that area, so I know you guys, have an inside track as well. But we have the worst fucking beat writers ever. Like, you know what I'm saying? The worst beat writers ever. It's like, dude, how do you write for a team and just it's never nothing good. It's not no matter what we do, it's always a spin narrative to what they should have did. Or what they should have got Trevor Lawrence, or they should have took Zach Wilson, or they should have kept saying.
Well, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? No matter,
Tyrone, you're right, because there's two or three things that I can give you examples for. Is when Zach Wilson and Vera Tucker go to the children's hospital, they talk to him virtually over, and talk to the kids, stuff like that. Not one report, nowhere, nothing like that. If Zach Wilson's arranging private workouts for receivers, on his own, they're doing workouts in Florham Park somewhere, nothing about that. All these little positive things that are stories that, I'd actually be interested in. Like, because, like, a lot of us, like, you can't sit on social media all day long and scroll on Twitter and say, like, like, if you're a beat writer, you write that story. Soon I'm going to find it and read it. I'll be interested. Like, that's the kind of shit I want to know about. Like, it's easy to say, well, Zach Wilson's mom is a pain in the ass on Instagram. Okay, that's your story. Tell me about what he's doing now. What's his training program? What's his conditioning? What are the other guys doing? Tell me how he can make himself better, how he can prepare going into the season. What kind of film can he study? All these different stories. Dude, if I was a beat writer right now, I could crank out so many fucking stories that nobody else is writing by just thinking and being creative. Seriously. But they're like, you know what? Fuck it. It's May. I'm going to take off till July, and I'm not going to write shit. And if something negative comes up, or I can crack a stupid joke, I'm going to do that because you know what? Fuck it. It's only the Jets. That's what it is. It's just you know what? We're always a punchline. We're always a joke. So that's their go-to. When there's other things they could be honestly writing right now, and they're either lazy or they just don't care.
And that's the thing, Tyson. Like throughout the year, like they'll give you enough material. Over the past decade, they've given you so much material during the season to write about. Like even like PSLs and all the bullshit. Jets new uniforms. Not one guy still on the team. There's so much negative shit that you can cover throughout the year. When they actually get something right during the off season, when it's brand new regime, let us live for the next few months. Let's just have some peace and quiet for a little bit. Cover those stories that deserve some attention, like you said, with Zach Wilson, organizing the team workouts and things like that. It just seems like they're always looking for the easy clickbait stuff.
Yeah,
and something else.
I'm sorry. One more thing, Tyrone. And the other thing too is, if we're being completely transparent, honest, after the fourth round, I don't know a fucking thing about any of these guys. I don't know shit. I'm not a draft guy. So how about this? How about doing interviews with all these guys, or have us giving us behind-the-scenes stories, like legitimate, not no 3-paragraph bullshit that's copy and paste that everybody else is fucking writing, or the same goddamn YouTube highlight that everybody else is showing. How about take the time to share with us? I mean, you have access to these players, so why not give us the behind-the-scenes story and let them get their thoughts? What are they doing from May till August to get ready for the season? What's their training program? All these different shit. To honestly, dude, in this kind of dead time, I'd be interested to hear about it. I'd like to learn about it, because I'm not like this diehard film junkie that studies 6th-round fucking linebackers and safeties. That's the shit that drives me crazy. To me, seriously, dude, I can write fucking an article a day for the next 3 weeks with no problem, and I guarantee you, nothing else anybody else putting out there. I'm telling you.
And the bad part, Tyson, is like you said, man. None of the defensive players that we took, I didn't know any of them kids. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know any of those kids. So I had to, like you too, like everyone else. But I want to say something, man. You wait till training camp starts, man, and every pass that's dropped by a receiver, or every pass that Zach Wilson misses is going to be an article. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. You know what sold me on Zach? I'm gonna be honest. When the Godfather, you know what I'm saying, who has a football mind that's smarter than any beat writer we could ever hire, when he says Zach Wilson is that guy, I believe him. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what I'm going with.
Yep.
Like I said, man, it's such a shitty market for us to be in, and you feel bad for some of these young kids, because they're just going to be scrutinized for every single mistake they make. Everything they do is magnified times 10. So it's going to be, it's sad, bro. It's sad. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't even like what's my man name? Rich Samini. I didn't like him at all, bro, dude. At all. And then he writes a few articles. Okay, he's not bad. Then you come back and everything he's writing now is straight negative.
Yep. So. Yeah. No, it's just so strange. So that going on, the OTAs with all those guys showing up is awesome, because especially where the Players Association is kind of saying, listen, man, we kind of want you guys to go, and you got to worry about guys getting hurt outside the facility, all those different things. So that's a positive. The schedule, like I said, we were wrong about the Panthers. Their home openers against the Patriots, which, I mean, it is what it is. You see what happens there. They have a night game against the Colts. I think the only thing that bummed me out, Tyrone, to be completely honest with you, was that the Atlanta game, I was dying to go to Atlanta, dude. And that game's in London.
Yes, sir.
And that flight to London's way too long for me, so I'm passing on that one. I can tell you that much.
Hey, listen, we was going to be in Magic City making it rain, baby, and they killed that for us, bro. Believe that.
Yep. So that's, having the bye week at week 6 kind of sucks, kind of early in the season, and you end with some tough matchups with the Bills and the Buccaneers. But, it's hard to do anything because so much changes between now and September and October. Some teams overachieve, some teams underachieve, shitloads of injuries. There's always surprises. So you really can't say what a Week 12 matchup's going to mean now because we have no idea. It's so much changes week by week in the NFL, so we really don't go into that too much. But, Tyrone, the one thing we had some interesting topics last night, so I'm going to put you under the grill here a little bit because you're our resident expert. Who would you consider some of the most underrated Jets of all time?
Oh, man. I heard you guys talking earlier, so I'm going to, you guys,
so you're going to cheat then.
Bro. No, I mean, I'm trying to come up with somebody that wasn't already said that, something out of the blue. Man, that's a hard one, dude. I don't know if you said Jim Leonard.
Yep.
Okay, Jim Leonard. Okay. I'm gonna say the Hitman, bro. I'm gonna say the Hitman didn't get the respect that he deserved from us, bro. Yeah, I don't think people really. Yes, I don't think people saw him in the league like that, like being that kind of player. But I just think that, and I don't think our organization as fans, man, really gave him the credit of what he did, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a really, really solid piece, bro. Like it was hard. It was really hard for me to see him go. Other than that, bro, like I mean, everyone else has been mentioned. So I mean, somebody like I'm saying, you just said Brad Smith, another guy. I mean, I don't know.
Like that.
I don't know, Jay. I don't know. Because I got to shut up. Like, it's like when we're thinking of underrated players. I mean, you guys basically named a lot of players that I would have named. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so then since we're at a kind of like a standstill here, Tyrone, since we're not going to give you any of these answers, who would you consider some of the most overrated Jets of all time?
Overrated Jets of all time?
Yep.
Whew, damn, Tyson. Oh man, like Mo Wilkerson.
Yep.
I'm gonna say Leo. Another one. Sheldon.
Overrated?
One. Yeah, man. I really no. Hold on. Don't look at the production he's doing now. I'm talking about when he was with us. Look at what he did with us. He didn't do shit with us. You know what I'm saying? So,
wait a minute. I mean, Sheldon Richardson. A lot of fans were mad when he left. They thought he was still very good.
He was good, but he was good. But you know what I'm saying? What's my man? D. Milner, definitely overrated. What's a man named Stephen Hill, the receiver we took in the second round? Overrated. Gino, overrated.
Though, no?
Yeah, but Tyrone, there's a difference here. The draft bust is completely different than an overrated player. So a player that came here with a lot of hype and hoopla and didn't pan out and completely just wasn't worth the contract or bringing here.
I mean, what about we got to go draft too, man? Like Calvin Pryor, overrated.
No, but yet that's considered a bust. There's two different things. Talk about free agency, man. Free agency.
Overrated free agency that we bought in. Man, I hate to say this, man, because I'm gonna get killed for this. I'm not saying that. Fuck no, I'm not.
Say it, man. Come on, don't.
No, I'm not. Oh man, I'm gonna say this, man, but not at the beginning of his career. At the end of it, Cromartie. You know, not the first time.
I guess the second contract.
Not the. Yeah, and if we had to be honest, Darrell the second time around sucked, bro. I'm just being real. I love Darrell, but I'm just being honest. The second time, man, the hype was more than what he really was. Offensive players that we bought in that I thought was overrated.
What about Le'Veon Bell?
I mean, No, man, I'm not gonna say that, bro. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Like we'll argue all night about this, man. No, man, because, bro, it's the situation he was put in, bro, is bullshit. Like this kid was a class act, bro.
How that system worked from in Kansas City?
I mean, bro, he didn't get. I'm saying he went over Kansas City mid-season and didn't get a lot of carries, bro. I'm not saying, to say he's a wash is crazy right now. I'm sorry, man, I can't say that.
Wait,
I think his contract was
so wait. So that we're gonna say, I mean, listen, dude, I'm a big Le'Veon Bell fan. But, I mean, if all the hoopla surrounding, and I understand the offense and the offensive line thing, but, I mean, when he came out this year, and, I mean, other guys looked more explosive than him, the offense did move a little better without him, dude. So, for all the fanfare and the contract he got, it didn't really equate to the results we got from him.
I mean, true indeed. But if we're going to say that, then I'm going to say C.J. fucking Mosley. Like, you know what I'm saying? He should be.
Dude, I'm not arguing with you.
He's been stealing church money from day one. This kid played one half of football and probably made $34 million. So,
didn't he not get his salary last year?
He opted out.
No. He opted out, but I thought he got a portion of his salary, though. But he still didn't. He didn't gain a year. You know what I'm saying? So he's still under for us for 3 more years. But he got partial of his salary. Yeah. But definitely. I mean, if you say Le'Veon, I throw Le'Veon in there with a question mark because I just don't feel Le'Veon got a good deal, bro. I really don't. I think he was set up to fail, man. And prime time, you got to be honest, man. He was set up to fail, bro. You know that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree with that. I thought the same thing, but then once we saw him in Kansas City and it was still kind of the same thing that we saw here, then I kind of backed off of that a little bit. I thought he still had it, he would have shown it to KC.
Yep.
He never was an explosive type player. He wasn't that kind of player. He was just elusive, and when he got to the second level, you know what I'm saying? He was, that's when he did what he did. But I don't know, man. I really like the signing when we got him. I just hate the fact that they just trashed this man and made this man be the problem for what we all knew was inadequate coaching and inadequate offensive line.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not. Listen,
a lack of fucking
there's
talent.
A lot of things that went into it. Listen, but he kept getting hurt. He lacked explosiveness. I mean, listen, I know there's a lot of things that went into it, but like for what we expected and the contract and everything else and how it ended with him, it just didn't pan out. Like for me, it's like you can make a case for Mosley, you can make a case for Le'Veon Bell. Tremaine Johnson was completely overrated compared on the contract he got.
Bro.
So I mean, you look back at over the years. I mean, there's been several contracts, like you said, Darrelle Revis version 2. See, as his career as a Jet, Darrelle Revis is one of all-time great. Cromartie's career as a Jet, I could see towards the end, but I still think he still was worth it. He still made worth of the money that we gave him. But
I'll give
there's
you one
been some bad ones,
from last night. How about Sam Cowart?
Oh, I love Sam Cowart too. Yep.
This time for a huge contract though.
Yep, he did from the Bills. Yep.
Yeah, he never lived up to that.
Mo Wilkerson,
David Nelson, David Clowney, those guys.
I want to say a name that was an underrated guy that you know what I'm saying? B. Edwards, man. I think he was underrated like a mug, bro. That was my guy, man. That guy made some amazing catches, bro. Yes, sir, man. When we had him and Antonio Holmes, yes, sir, bro. Like, he was just hype. You know what I'm saying? That whole moment, that whole feel had been, it's the first time we felt that good in a long time, man. But I mean, I like the direction we are right now. I like where we are. I really do. For the first time in a long time, I can really say that I like the direction that we're going. I mean, we just have to have a little bit of patience, and that's hard when you're coming from a loser organization. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't
hold on. Stay on topic. Stay on topic. We don't need no fucking hoopla and shit. We're saying here, overrated players, man. Do you have anybody else you want to add on your list? Would you put Brett Favre on that list as a member of the Jets?
Nah, man. If B. Favre wouldn't have got hurt, bro, we'd have made the playoffs that year, bro. Things might have been. Listen, we'd have B. Favre when Rex came in. We'd have won a fucking Super Bowl. So I ain't going that far. Hell no.
So then the next topic, Tyrone, is this was a really interesting one. Kevin, I actually have a couple new answers to this. I now have time to think about it.
I have a few more underrated.
Go ahead. What are they?
Well, just some names we haven't mentioned yet. Ray Mickens, one of the best nickel cornerbacks probably that we've had for 9 years as a Jet. Jason Fabini, a lot of offensive linemen I was thinking about. Ryan Young, Randy Thomas, Kareem McKenzie, all those years that the Jets had those great offensive linemen. We always tend to think about Vawai, Mangold, Debrick, but It was solid across the board. Even some of the years with Damien Woody and Brandon Moore we mentioned last night.
Woody, yeah. And you know what I love about, you know what I'm saying, Woody Cologne, bro? Another stand-up dude, man.
Shout out him,
you know
too,
what I mean?
Yeah.
The love being
Alan
a Jet.
Faneca.
Still, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, absolutely, bro. I mean, guys who love being a Jet, and those are the guys we always root for. You know what I'm saying? Like when D. Woody talks, you know what I'm saying? He's on Jet Twitter every day, bro. You know what I mean? Like I love that, man. You know what I'm saying? I love that. I love that. You know what I'm saying? He still loves his team. He still respects his team. You know what I'm saying? You know, those are the guys that the fans love, man. It might always been great players that always had lacked in talent in some way, but were just great Jet players. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like what's my man Dustin Keller? You know what I'm saying? I used to love Dustin Keller, and I don't know why, man. I just thought this kid was gonna be such a fucking star, man. But when he got hurt, bro, that was it.
Yeah, too many injuries for him.
Yeah, bro.
The tight end position over the years, man, it's just been a fucking disaster.
Like, let me ask you a question. Who's been the best tight end we've ever had?
Mickey Schuler.
That's probably who I would have said.
Anybody else?
I mean, look, go through the list. I mean, there's not a very good list of productive tight ends, man.
That's fucking crazy, right? That's crazy. I was sitting there thinking one day, I was like, yo, like, can Herndon be top 5 on our tight end list? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
I mean, you have guys like Chris Baker or probably Dustin Keller and Chris Baker are probably both better. Yeah, they're probably both better than him.
Exactly.
Anthony Beck.
So we're talking about Dustin. We're talking about Dustin Keller, who played 4 or 5 seasons. That's it.
Yep.
And he's going down as one of our top 5.
The Dolphins. Yep.
Yeah, with the Dolphins. Yes, I was actually the Dolphins after us. Yeah, but he never. You know what I'm saying? Once he took his knee up, he was never the same, bro. Yo, you remember that hit he took against Baltimore, bro? When he lit his ass up, bro. Oh my God.
You know another guy, Tyrone? What about Leon Washington?
Oh, absolutely, bro. Like, yo, when I say when he was back there on kickoff returns, bro, or just going in, you know what I'm saying, on third downs, bro, like, I don't know, man. You know who reminds me of Leon Washington, man, to me, that I'll be a fan of? Bilal Powell. Like, that was like Leon Washington, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt
Leon
like he
did
got
more.
that guy again. Oh, yeah, man. Special teams was like, absolutely, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like Brad Smith, man. I mean, like, did you just love seeing Brad Smith going to the Wildcat or Brad Smith back there, yo? And he wasn't fast, you know what I'm saying? He just was like, yo, but when he got that ball in his hand, yo, on the kickoff return, yo, and probably one of my favorite moments, too, man. Remember when we were down and Camardi got that big-ass kickoff return, and then B. Edwards caught that pass with Sanchez on the side, bro? Yeah, man, that shit right there, bro. This is why I love this team, man. That's why you can't ever get mad.
It's funny you say this, Tyrone, because you're reminiscing about all the positive things. So, what were some of your most disappointing losses as a Jets fan? I thought of some new ones last night. Now, before people call us negative, these are questions we were asked last night, so we're just transferring over to tonight because we got some interesting answers.
I can give you quite a few.
But
The Detroit Lion game in '97. Yep. Okay, go ahead.
I can give you, you know what I'm saying, I give you both AFC Championship games. Both of that killed me. The Buffalo game when Fitzpatrick threw the interception. It was the Jets in Pittsburgh with Herm Edwards, man, when we lost that game. That
was a Doug Bryan game. Oh.
The Baltimore game crushed me with Vinny.
What was it?
Like 14-0, I think?
14-3 at half, and then they threw the pick six.
Yep.
Yo, what about the Baltimore game when they beat us by like 40 fucking points in Baltimore? God, that shit killed me, bro.
I got one for you.
Bro. I got one more, bro. Remember when Jim Leonard got hurt and we went to New England and they fucking threw like 43 on our ass, bro? That shit
45-3 or some shit.
Yeah, it was like a Monday night game. Remember Rex buried the ball Sunday night game.
Yeah, we beat him in the playoffs. So.
Yeah. Hey, but that game still that shit was ugly.
Yeah, but we got revenge.
That was fucking ugly.
To me, a game that really sticks out to me is that with the Favre season when they lost to Seattle in Seattle when Sean Ellis threw the snowball in the stands, like that loss was so damn disappointing. Like games like that where it's like the Jets should win and they don't, and it sets them back. Like the Buffalo game when when Fitzpatrick and Revis and they all fall apart. It's like those games hurt me a lot more, dude. Where it's like you have that chance to do something great and you blow it, and it just drives me insane, man. Like the fake spike game's another one, obviously. That's a pretty obvious one, but some of these other bad losses towards the end of the season.
How about the Victor Cruz game? We haven't fucking been relevant since then. 10 years of misery since then. That was the last time we were relevant in December. Oh, I guess
he threw the ball. He threw the ball into the wall in the end that I was sitting at. I wanted to throw it right back at him. I was so pissed. Oh, fuck.
That game crushed me. Christmas Eve too.
Yep. I went back to Christmas dinner. Like, and the funny thing was, I promised my family, they're like, you're going to the Christmas Eve game? I'm like, of course, I'm not going to miss a game. Fuck that. They're like, whatever you do, please do not come to Christmas Eve dinner drunk. I'm like, I won't. Dude, thank God I didn't drive, dude. I was angry as shit, drunk as I was fucking a disaster. Tyrone, I was so bad. Like this, we have a big Italian family. Like the adults sit in one room, the kids sit in the kitchen. They maybe sit in the kitchen with the kids, dude. They're like, dude, you ain't even sit with the adults tonight. Like we can't even deal with you. You reek like booze. You're angry as shit. Like you're sitting with the kids, man. You're done.
Yo, you in there with the kids table, yo.
Yep, the kids table, man.
Wow. Hey, man, it's been some hard. I mean, like it's so crazy because when you give this team so much, man, it's like my uncle be like, yo, man, I remember we won Super Bowl. I wasn't even on Earth then, bro. Like I wouldn't even thought, bro. You know what I mean? Like I want to feel that shit. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I remember when Kansas City won the Super Bowl. I was sitting by my cousin. He's been in Kansas City fan his whole life. Yo, watching the joy on his face, man, I felt that shit. Like at that moment, I felt that. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you something else, too, man. You guys think I'm crazy. Y'all remember when the Giants beat New England in the Super Bowl when they were 18-0, whatever, the first one?
Yep.
I was not – my homeboy, he's a Giant fan. He had a Super Bowl party. I said, man, I'm not coming to that shit. I don't want to watch Patriots win. Like, I'm not coming, bro. The whole week, I'm not fucking going. I'm not watching this shit, bro. I'm not going to watch it. So something just made me go. And it was like such a joy watching them lose.
Not for
really
me.
Enjoyed that shit. Oh, man, I enjoyed it, bro. I'm going to be honest with you, bro.
That
Super Bowls.
No, dude, the Giants, Patriots, Super Bowls, I drank myself into oblivion. I hate both teams. I hate both of them. Like, I'm surrounded. I live all around Giant fans. So you got to hear all their shit. Like, we beat the best team ever. That the Patriots win, it's like them and their dynasty. It was the worst case scenario for a Super Bowl. Like, I was 1,000% miserable. I hate it. I drank crazy.
I was like, you know what? They've already won 3, 4, whatever it was. I'm like, what's another one going to hurt? I'd rather not see the parade in my own town.
But tell me you didn't think they was going to fucking win that game. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, yo, for real. I don't care for the Giants. You know what I'm saying? I don't care for the Bills. You know what I'm saying? I hate the Patriots. Like, you know what I'm saying? I hate their whole organization. Like, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I remember I had lost a bet one time, and I had to buy a dude a Patriots hat. So I went in the fucking lids and shit, and I was like, look, dude, I'm not touching that shit. I'm not looking at it. Put the bitch in the bag, I'll pay for it. I paid for the shit. I gave it to my mans. I was like, yo, you won the bet. Like, yo, I'm going to tell everybody. I said, yo, man, look, man, anybody know me, bro. I hate your whole fucking team, bro. Like, there's nothing about the Patriots I like. I don't like the Patriots, I don't like the Boston, and I don't like the Bruins. And I hate the Red Sox. I'm a Yankees fan. So at the end of the day, man, there's nothing about that old area I like. So,
you know, and the other weird thing is too is like, you know, when you talk to Jet fans for a long period of time, like we all have like the same stories, and it's like it seems like the highs never last as long as the lows do. Like I could talk about all these bad moments, like our highlight over the last couple of years is what the overtime win over the Patriots. Like shit like that. Like winning a game over the Patriots in overtime was like a highlight. You know, when Decker and Marshall were going up, all that stuff. But then it's like all the lows. We can go through pretty much every game last year with fucking Adam, or last 2 years with Gase and these clowns. And it just seems like we can very easily go down a path of negativity because there's not really over the last, 10 years, not a lot of high moments, man.
10 bad years, bro. We've had 10 bad years.
It's been brutal.
And, yeah, absolutely. And you know, it's like, and I want prime time's opinion. Is like, doesn't feel like, you know, remember when we were going to the AFC Championship game, it's like, yo, like we were just that team. And, like when Rex came in, it was just that breath of fresh air. Like Rex was just like, you know, like yo, watching a Hard Knocks. And Russ was like, you know what? Go get a fucking snack, baby. I was like, yo. I was screaming, man, it was like crazy, man. And like the Darrell, his contract situation, like all of that, man. Like, I was so into that, bro. It's like that era is like, yo, but we haven't won since then. And then when we got B. Marshall and Decker and Fitzmagic, and I was like, yo, we about to go to playoffs. We balling, and then all of a sudden the wheels fell off, and it's been like that ever since. Like we had another 2 years bad with Todd Bowles. And, you know what I'm saying? We had, I'm not going to say his name, comes in and just damn near says so. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. You want to talk about another bad moment? Was when we hired that fucking clown. That shit was a bad. Listen, his eyes alone should have made you realize he ain't the fucking guy, bro. Like, how do you hire somebody who's coming from a really, really bad situation, which he effed up, to hire this guy that he's going to fix anybody? What has he done on the strength of Peyton Manning?
Well, dude, the Jets fired Pete Carroll for Rich Kotite, so, I mean, it's just, they've done all kinds of stupid shit.
It's just but
that's the whole thing. It's like the litany of things they've done over the years where it's just, there's not, like, you know, it's like there's just not a lot of positive. Even like the whole Sam Darnold thing, we all excited about that, and that didn't work out. The Gase experience, all the different coaches. And then you look at it now, and it's like, even the Jamal Adams thing, for being completely honest with you, like, to me, the Jamal Adams thing is a completely disappointment how that all planned out, because we all bought into him. We all believe, like, our culture is changing, our attitude is changing. We have some fire back in our locker room, and that he was a fraud. But now it's like, you know what? I honestly think this team, like, the new attitude mindset in there, it's not one player carrying the boat. It's everybody doing it. Like, Salah's bringing in his guys. Douglas is bringing in his guys. But they all seem to have the same mindset where it's not like Jamal Adams trying to drag everybody along with them. I think this is going to be like a cohesive unit. They're all going to do it together. Like Marcus May will rally them and all that. But I think they all have a new mindset where it's going to help us. We can actually believe in these guys instead of like trying to force ourselves to believe into them.
I mean, it has to be. But see, you know, it's like we only, you know, I'm going to be real with you. And I know, I mean, I don't know if you think Tyson, I mean, because I'm not, you can't say I waffled, but I might have waffled on this. Like, I didn't really think that they could really fix, you know what I'm saying, this whole thing in really one off season. And to me, they really turned this thing around. Like, we're lacking in another, you know, a right guard, and we're lacking a cornerback. But, you know, other than that, man, you know, and maybe, you know, outside linebacker, you know what I'm saying? You know, these young guys, we're going to see what they do. We're going to see how that goes out, how that plays out during the summer. But other than that, man, like he really, really addressed a lot of needs on his team and really basically 1.5 off seasons. And I got to give my ass off to that, man, because I think that we are a better team. I think we got more depth in certain areas. I think that, you know, we still need to improve our offensive line. But we have 2 picks in the first round next year, 2 picks in the second round next year, a third round, 2 fourths, and 2 fifths, man. What the bruh? Like, yo, this could be turned around in like 2023 going into this season looking great if he hits on Zach Wilson. So, you know what I'm saying? And I think that, you know, having the right coach, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna take it slow with him, man. Make it easy for this kid. Give this kid a chance to progress. I mean, I think the one thing that we learned from is that, you know what I'm saying, what they did to Sam was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And how they did that, not having weapons around them. I mean, our receiving core, like, look at our receiving core from last year. Wasn't Hogan starting game 1 last year?
Yep.
Yeah, I
Hogan,
mean,
Lawrence Pager.
I mean, exactly. And look at what we at now. Like, that's why people like, we need to get rid of Jericho. I mean, I'm some of that. I said Jericho Country. Slot receiver, Crowder.
Crowder.
Like, why?
Crowder.
Yeah, I'm like, why? I was like, why are we the only team that, you know, that wants to get rid of talent? Like, why? What is the point of that? You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, the young man, I think that, you know what I'm saying, we just drafted, he's going to be a straight monster. But why not have multiple talented players on the team? Why not? It's okay to have that. It's okay to have 4 good wide receivers. It's okay to have 5 good wide receivers. That's how winning teams win. Because you have injuries, you have setbacks, you have guys, you know, it's a long season, it's 17 games. So it's going to be a lot that goes on, man, and it's crazy to me, man. So I'm excited about a lot. You know, I'm excited about what's going to happen with this team. I'm really excited, bro. It's going to be, it's going to be good.
The thing I'm most excited about, you just said, like, going back to Rex Ryan, like, when he was hired, the whole press conference, was, you take out one of ours, we're going to take out two of yours. You get a similar vibe coming off of Saleh right now, that the players are just going to be all in with what he's selling. You have everybody showing up to OTAs right now, and that's just the biggest thing, getting everybody to buy in. And, like, back then, like, when Rex was hired, you stuck your chest out as a Jet fan. You felt good. You wore your gear. You weren't embarrassed to be a Jet fan. And so hopefully those days aren't too far off now.
Yeah, and the other thing, Tyrone, now, the other news that came out yesterday is Brian Hoyer returns to the Patriots. So Hoyer met with the Jets. I didn't want him. I'm still all in on Nick Foles. When do you think the Jets address backup quarterback? I mean, you got to figure they want to get him in the fold sooner or later, no?
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
James Morgan.
Stop it. I wanted you, man. I want Foles, man. I just think that's the best quarterback for us. I think that he'll help Zach tremendously, and I think he's only the guy left. I don't want these unproven guys that from San Francisco just because they know the system. I want an actual veteran quarterback, and I'm hoping that happens. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but I want to trade Foles, and I'm hoping they do that before training camp. You know what I'm saying? I mean, actually, OTAs will be a lot better. But
why would it be a bad thing if they brought in one of the guys from San Francisco that knows the system? I think that would be a good thing.
I mean, I just think
behind Zach
Mullins. I just think this guy exactly. You know what I'm saying? I don't want a young quarterback that's not really been able to do it in this league. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have somebody who's won a Super Bowl, who's talented enough. His salary is doable. We got 10,000 picks, so why not make it happen? Chicago can't really keep him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So why not bring somebody like that in? That's going to help your young quarterback grow. You know what I'm saying? Before it's the injury, then the price don't go up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can probably get him for a 6th-round pick right now. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe a 5th-round pick or 4th. You know what I'm saying? Why not do that? I mean, I don't want a young. Don't get me wrong. These guys, they were good in San Francisco, but I don't want them in to help my young quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Get him his Josh McCown. Get him his uncle or his big brother to help him. You know what I'm saying? Through the roadblocks that helps watch film with him. That shows him things that he doesn't see. That's been in that kind of situation before. That understands what certain teams do and their tendencies. You know what I'm saying? Like. You can't buy that knowledge. You can't. So you bring in the guy.
But going from there, it's like if Zach Wilson can't play or if he's struggling a lot, you need to give the team a spark, and you want to keep the team competitive and give your best chance to win. It's not going to be with fucking Mike White or fucking James Morgan. I'll tell you that much. Like, have a guy that's actually played in the NFL before. Like, don't hand your team over to James Morgan. I mean, come on. I mean, that's just. That to me is just like, and that's the only thing that kind of worries me about Joe Douglas. He did that in the past, and it's like, all right, you're willing to just mail it in and not really care. But I mean, I don't know, man.
Hopefully,
find a veteran quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole problem. I mean, why do that? why have a quarterback in that can't help your quarterback grow? I think that's the biggest, like if you look at certain young teams and, you have a quarterback that can, you have someone that can help them grow. And I think that's the best thing to do. It makes no other sense to bring somebody in. I mean, Morgan's not going to help them. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind bringing them in at training camp. Let the young kid get all the reps he needs, bro. Let him get all the reps he needs right now. That'll help us out in the long run. Let him get this offense down because he needs all the reps he can get. But in training camp, you need a viable veteran. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? This kid has had injury histories before, so why not have someone in behind him that can hold it? I wouldn't mind bringing back Flacco last year, bro. If we would have brought back Flacco, I wouldn't mind that.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? But he's not. I mean, I just think that he was viable for what we needed. You know what I'm saying? Have someone in that can win a game or two. You know what I'm saying? But
how many times last year we complained about Sam Darnold going back to the bench and he was sitting by himself, nobody around to talk to him? Where was Joe Flacco last year as a mentor? I don't want that.
Nope.
I mean, yeah, you got a point. I mean, I'm just saying, as for winning wise, but who else is out there? I didn't want Brian Hoyer. I'm sorry, he hasn't done shit to prove anything to me. Who's the? And I don't want RG3 as well. I don't want his ass either. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him either.
So what we'll do is,
Hoyer, but...
yeah, I hate the Hoyer dude. We're gonna go to Devontae. Devontae, what's up, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Bro?
How y'all doing?
What's up, man?
What's up, bro?
Hey, it's been a minute since I called in, but I just wanted to say that I'm very excited about the season. I'm excited where the team is going, just to capitalize off of what you gentlemen were saying. I haven't been happy since the AFC Championship game we went to, and then that disappointing loss to the Steelers, that was just horrible. But another thing I wanted to get into, I really wouldn't want a veteran backup quarterback, and the only reason why I say that is, let's say Zach Wilson has like a bad game, right? He goes to the bench, and now we're looking for this veteran quarterback to just win games for us, as you were saying, Tyrone. But like, I'd rather just this team, like who we have, just be there for themselves, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? That instance with Joe Flacco, Sam Darnold was sitting there on the bench. Joe Flacco didn't help. He even said that when he went to the Broncos. He was like, "I'm not helping Drew Lock. I'm not here to help. I'm here to get mine." And I don't want that, because that can sour a locker room. What do y'all think about that? I don't know. Maybe you have on that.
You have a good point, man. You in prime time. You got, I made a good point with that. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So let me ask you a question. What quarterback outright now would you like to have the Jets try to bring in to help the young quarterback?
I mean, I wouldn't mind the quarterbacks from San Francisco. I mean, if they know the system, why not help out? I mean, yeah, I get Nick Foles. He's a Super Bowl winner, but I mean, in my opinion, Carson Wentz put them in that position, and then when that happened to him, here come Nick Foles. You know what I'm saying? So like, that doesn't really do anything for me. Like, yeah, he won those games, but like, you didn't do all of it, if that makes sense.
What?
But,
I mean,
do what?
Bro, that's.
Wait,
good luck with this one.
That's my opinion, though. That's my opinion. I mean,
but wait, was he not on the field for the game?
What do you mean? Yeah, he won the games. Yes. But
okay,
like I said, that's just me though. Because
that's the most pressure-packed environment a quarterback could be in. That's the biggest stage you could be on. And he went through it, and he got through it. And the experience and the leadership and the mentorship that he can give to a Zach Wilson would be phenomenal, dude. I mean, that's just. I
totally understand. But like I said, that's just how I feel. But other than that, like, I'm just very excited with where the Jets are going. It's been a while since we had a competent coach. We got rid of Adam Gase. That was amazing. So I'm just very excited. I'm about to go to my first Jets game. I'm gonna go to the Houston Texans and Jets game. That's gonna be my first time going. So I'm very excited about that. See my team. It's gonna be a good game. I can't wait.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Thanks for calling, man. We appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Good night, bro.
Thank you.
Have a good night, man.
Yeah, I didn't want to go. I was trying to be nice. I didn't want to go attack too much, but that take on Foles, I didn't understand too much.
I thought you was about to light him up. I just got quiet. I said, here it comes. I knew it was coming. Let me ask you guys another question before we go to this call. Let me ask you another question. So what other away games are we going to?
Well, I'll do Carolina. I'm probably going to do Miami at the end of the year in December, because Miami in December is always a good time. And I could be convinced in the other ones, man. I mean, I was hoping Indianapolis was going to be on the weekend. It's a Thursday night game. That sucks. I could be convinced of other things, man. You could sway me, Tyrone.
Okay. I mean, I forgot I was about the Miami game. Definitely do Miami. Definitely going to do Miami. That's definitely going to do Miami, for sure. So.
What about
I
you,
would
Kevin?
not go in that Kels game on Thursday.
I'm definitely in for the Miami one. The Thursday night game is going to be almost impossible. Denver, I'd love to do if we could pull that off. I think that'd be a nice little environment out there. And then Week 17 at Buffalo.
Oh.
Because the Jets are still going to be in at that time.
Yeah,
revenge trip.
Hey, listen, Listen, if it's a winning to take all game, I'm there.
That's what I'm saying.
Bruh, I do not want to go to Buffalo, bro. When it's like 3 degrees outside, bro. This is a playoff game.
And over the last year, doing all the live streams, we made a lot of friends out in Buffalo. I'm sure they're going to welcome us over there. So,
bro, I can't do it. If we go there and lose again, it'd be the 4th time I've been there and they've lost. I won't be able. I'll stay there. I'll just move there. I'll just end up living there. I'll just hate everything. So we're gonna go.
You know you're going.
We're gonna go to a man that's got to be disappointed. John in Atlanta. The Falcon game is in London, man. What is up with that?
The Falcon game is in London. I seen the schedule and I was like, womp, 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 womp. Like I said,
what's up, bro?
we just got to make plans to go to another game. Like I said, Tyson, I was listening to the stream yesterday with you in prime time, and y'all was like the Carolina, Miami. I might just piggyback on y'all. You just got to let me know which one you're going to, and I might have to go.
Yeah, we're going to be in Carolina, man. Let's get everybody to go to Carolina, man. That tailgate's going to be crazy.
Do it.
Oh man,
I'm ready for that.
Yeah, I'm just excited for the season. I just literally called in and heard, but I was talking about what quarterbacks I want to back up Sam's. In all reality, it should be Nick Mullins. He knows the system. He can help Sam out. He can give him the ins and outs. He can give him the reads. He could give him the verbiage, and that's the best way. And the other one is, I'll be okay with Foles, to be honest with you. I need a quarterback to step in if Zach gets hurt, who can win you a couple of games until Zach gets back. Why wouldn't you want to go with Foles? Who else would you pick? RG3? No, that's okay.
No.
That ship has passed. So,
no.
I think we all agree with you, man. But now here's a question, John.
Yeah,
here's two good questions for you. Who would you consider some of the most underrated Jets of all time?
I heard you in prime time. Like I said, I was listening to y'all on YouTube yesterday when the questions come up and y'all answers. I just like Jeremy Curley, Kotry, like honestly, and I have to go with them two and Bilal Powell. Like them 3 right there is players who came and gave their all and laid it all on the field and gave everything gave everything to us fans.
So then give me the top 5 overrated Jets.
When you said that one, my reaction was Tim Tebow.
Yep, that's a good one.
I would say Mark Sanchez.
He won 4 playoff games.
Yeah, but as good as the time he had, he could have been way better than what he was if he would have just stopped going on GQ and actually studied the playbook and got better as a quarterback.
Come on, man.
Overrated. Maybe Neil O'Donnell. I wasn't too fond of him.
That was a disaster.
Oh, my goodness. Even though I like him, I might even have to say Brett Favre because it just ended so horribly. And like the 5th one, I don't even know. I couldn't.
Would you consider Le'Veon? Would you say Le'Veon Bell or Tremaine Johnson means obvious, but what about like Bell or somebody like that, or even C.J. Mosley?
Le'Veon Bell. I don't know if I can really say him. Like it seems like he lost a step, but then again, you get yourself to basically use them correctly. So I can't even say it is Le'Veon Bell because you can say the same thing for C.J. Mosley, considering he hasn't really done nothing in 2 years. He only played 3 quarters in 2 years. Like so, you could literally throw him in there as well, but. If he has a good year this year, hey, all that gets thrown out the window.
So would you consider Mo Wilkerson overrated?
Yes. Mo, he got that contract, and after he got the contract, he turned his career. He turned his career into a 2-year contract. 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 He turned his career into
I think Mo just became a different player after the broken leg. I remember looking at him at training camp after he had that surgery. You could see he just lost so much muscle mass on that leg.
Yeah, he's
Mo just lost.
Right? He lost everything.
No, he's not in the league.
Yeah, he went to
His
Green
last
Bay.
team, I believe, was he was with Green Bay, and then I think they released him a couple of years ago.
But they get PWIs and shit. Didn't he like 2 or 3 of them or some shit?
Yeah, another one after he was out of the league, I think.
Hey, John, I'm going to give you straight credit, John, because I don't think nobody said Tebow, bro. I don't think nobody said Tebow. Yeah, that's good.
They said it on the YouTube. I watched it like later on that night, like maybe midnight when I started. And as soon as they said it, my first guess was Tebow. But then somebody typed it in, and I was like, yep, that's what I was talking about right there. That was my first guess was Tebow, because he came in and he was like, oh, the heir apparent to Mark Sanders, and the yin to his yang, and he just didn't do anything. Like, I still don't even know why they just signed him. I think it was for the publicity.
Yep. Complete. Yeah, that's
more than anything else.
Yep.
I'm going to try not to give you any Steve takes when I call in to make my taste so horrible. Like, I was listening to Schefter, and Schefter said,
we appreciate that, man.
Oh, man. So, like I said, you just got to let me know what game they're going to, and
Carolina, my friend.
I'm going to try.
Carolina,
the Carolinas, the lower deck is going for like, I don't know. I looked it on StubHub, and it was like, what, a good penny.
Yeah, it's like $300 I think, or something like that.
Like 500 section was going for like $100 to like $150. Mid section was going for like $3.
I haven't been at
we'll find ways, man.
In 14 months? I'm paying whatever I got to pay.
Hey, listen,
we'll find a way, man.
John,
sometimes like I'm blowing the bank.
Money is no object around here.
Yeah.
Money with those guys. Money is no object with those guys.
Not for this game.
We got Tyson and Tyrone. You know what? Prime time is going to blow the bank, right?
Darnold.
Oh, he was like,
yeah, you want to see Darnold one more time. He's like, I'm going to pay everything to go see Darnold.
That's why I went out of my way to say I want to sit behind the Jets bench. I don't want to sit behind the Panthers bench and see Sam. I want to sit behind the Jets bench. I want an up-close view of Zach Wilson and Saleh and how his coaching staff is running things. I don't need to see Sam.
Hey,
I'll give one final goodbye during the pregame, and that'll be it.
I don't care what it costs. It doesn't even matter, dude. Like, it is what it is. For real.
Hey, prime time, just so you know, if you blow kisses, I think you're going to be crossing on hand right there. Don't blow no kisses now.
John, thanks for calling in, man. We appreciate it.
Have a good night, bro.
Have a good night, man.
Yeah, rest of your night. Talk to you later.
You too, man. So, Tyron, I promise you one thing, though. I only have one goal in Carolina. I only have one goal, and you got to promise me you're going to help me fulfill it.
What's that?
I want a picture with Sir Purr.
I don't think we're going to be able to get that one, but we can.
Come on, man.
Look, I'm going to ask Robbie, man. Maybe Robbie will look out for it, because Robbie knew who the fuck Sir Purr was. So maybe Robbie will get us over there. Hey, Robbie, send him over here, dog. Like, I don't know who he was.
I got to get a picture with Sir Purr. That's my entire goal the whole game.
You know what's going to end up happening prime time? He's going to get us ejected out of the fucking game. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get kicked out of the fucking game at halftime. That's the problem, bro. Watching this shit from the phone in the parking lot. I'm going to be pissed.
So we make it to halftime.
Exactly.
All right.
Hey, no BS. If we're going to be partying like that in the parking lot, bro, real talk, man, you know what I'm saying? I hope we make it to the game. You know what I'm saying? Because, I used to see Carolina fans, we just out there 200-300 Jets deep talking cash shit. Like, yo, you better win that
There'll be
game.
thousands of Jets fans going, man. Who are you kidding?
Thousands among thousands.
Okay, so we will go to our good friend Jose. What's up, man?
What's going on?
What's up, Jose?
How are you?
up, bro?
How are you, guys? How are you?
Good.
How are you? All right. I got an overrated jet, please, and an underrated jet. Overrated.
Okay.
Santonio Home.
I don't think Santonio was. Santonio had a pretty good career here at Man.
Hell no.
He ended. He ended poorly. He did all right though.
He had some good catches, bro.
My underrated is Leon Washington.
That's a good one.
Leon Washington.
Yeah, that's right. I'll give you that.
That's my underrated. Hey, Santa Tyson, if I ever go out to Jersey to meet up with you guys, am I going to need bail? Bail money?
You might need bail.
Bail money? No. No, dude, we are classy, responsible individuals. We never cause any problems. We're very calm and civil. Nothing to worry about, man.
Jose, don't even believe that shit, bro. I'm telling you. Tyson drinks all night long. Party don't stop, baby.
Tyson.
Yes?
Have you met a Mexican? We are one and the same. Italians and Mexicans are one and the same, motherfucker.
Well, you know what though?
We would end up in jail.
No, see, that's where you go wrong. We have fun responsibly, and when the shit hits the fan, we find a way to get the hell out of there as fast as possible. We know. See, when you're a trained professional, you know when to leave. That's the key.
Well, I'm in a wheelchair, so I would.
We got you, man. Don't worry about it. We got you. No man left behind.
Hey, Jose, listen. You in the wheelchair, and they. Hey, listen, Jose, you in the wheelchair, and they still not gonna give a fuck. You going everywhere we going, baby. Believe that.
Yeah.
Don't listen.
Hey, maybe next season, because right now there's no games I can get out to. I'm not flying out to Carolina, so primetime can say, baby, come back.
Hey, Jose, what do you think about Trout being hurt?
Oh, I just thought that. It's unfortunate, but it's part of baseball. What do you want me to say?
I have a question for you, Jose.
Yeah, what's up?
So
what's up?
We were doing the topic of the underrated, overrated Jets. What about for your Seahawks? Who do you got for underrated, overrated?
Overrated Jamal Adams.
There you go.
Underrated, Michael Bennett, actually.
That's a good one.
Michael Bennett. Overrated, Percy Harvin.
Russell Wilson.
Ooh, Percy Harvin. You get a Jet and a Seahawk in the same Jet. There you go.
Percy Harvin. Percy Harvin was fucking overrated and a big fucking diva. Thank you for taking him. I appreciate that.
Is Russell Wilson overrated?
Jamal Adams.
Is Russell Wilson overrated?
Yes.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit.
You don't think, Jose? You don't think Jamal Adams overrated? You don't think Jamal Adams overrated?
He was our best defensive player last year.
That ain't saying much. The defense fucking can't stop a nose, but y'all suck, bro. Like so.
Hey, he's only playing with one arm.
We got better once we got kind of done that. So.
I got a question for you, Jose.
We got much. Yes, go ahead.
Pete Carroll overrated.
No. Hell no. You guys would take him back in. You guys would have taken him back in a hurry.
I mean, you look at all the talent they've had, all the talent, that Legion of Boom, Russell Wilson, all this stuff, and you think you'd have, 2-3 Super Bowls. They choked the one away, but, I mean, you think Pete Carroll's not overrated?
And how many coaches have just gone through?
Well, I'm talking about your Seahawks, man. Talk about your own team here. This is about your coach that didn't get all the Super Bowl wins.
I got a question, Jose. I got a question.
Yeah,
I got a real question.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
What is it?
That Super Bowl, Jose. That Super Bowl, Jose.
What is
it?
What is it?
Okay, I got you. Hold on. I got you, buddy. I got you, Jose. I got you.
I
got you.
Waffle.
Hey, listen. I got a waffle for you. Hey, Jose. Should your coach, should he have ran the ball to the throwing it for that interception that cost y'all Super Bowl? Was that a smart play, Jose? Just asking, bro, because the shit was retarded on my end. I'm just asking. Was that a good play, Jose?
Should he have?
Was you happy then?
I was blaming myself, actually. But that's another story. I'm
just saying, Jose.
Hey.
Did it hurt? Did it hurt bad?
Yes.
Did it hurt bad?
Yes, sir.
Do I have to send Tyler $20 to buy a hotspot so he can come up or fucking stream?
There is. That's Jose, you make a very good point. Tyrone acts like he's the man of the people. He acts like he's this big celebrity, this Hollywood celebrity type. All these demands. Yep, you're right.
That way I can roast him.
Hey, Jose, you know I love you, baby.
I love you too.
See, Jose, you know what? Jose, you're making a good point. Like, in theory, Tyrone promised us he'd be on all these live streams. He never showed up to any of them. So we know damn well he's going to Carolina.
Where are you at?
Yeah, he ain't going to Carolina.
I would be in Carolina, bro. I'm not sure.
Tyrone.
Yeah, bro.
Don't make me back you. Don't make me back.
Oh shit! This show is just off the rails.
Tyrone. You know what that means, right?
Hey, Jose, I got a question for you. Jose, I got a question for you. This is a very important question because now this is gonna challenge your integrity here. Who is the most overrated? Ready? The most overrated rapper of all time.
Snoop Dogg.
Wow. Really?
I met the guy. I met Snoop. But he is
Tyrone,
overrated.
your thoughts on this? Tyrone's in shock, I think.
Who you said? Who you said?
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop.
What?
I met him.
The only double G.
You said he's the most overrated rapper?
That's wow, Jose.
I've met him, and I have to say it.
What, did he rap for you in person or something?
No. The only thing he raps about is weed.
What's wrong with
that?
It's legal in most states now.
I can't say you're overrated.
Tupac rapped about weed a lot.
Dude, nobody raps about weed. Fine. Wiz Khalifa is overrated.
Yeah, I agree with that. What about these mumble rap rappers, man? I don't even understand what the fuck they be saying, bro.
I don't count that as rap. Come on.
Nah, thank you. You know what? I agree with you on that. I agree with you, bro.
No.
I thought you meant I know real rap. My son got in my car, right, and hooked his phone to my Bluetooth. Within like 3 minutes, I was like, look, man, you either take that shit off my radio or throw your car, bro. Don't play that shit in my car, bro. I can't do it, bro. It's crazy, bro. It's like,
get out of the car. I want to get out of the car.
On the highway, yo.
I would have kicked him out of the car.
You ain't kicking nobody out of the car. You're too nice, man. You talk a good game. You ain't gonna do nothing though. You're too nice.
I am not that nice. I am not that nice.
Jose, thanks for calling, man. We appreciate it.
All right, guys.
Hey, have a good night, bro. Look at yourself, man. I love you too,
Have
bro. Good, man.
Oh, that's funny shit. Snoop Dogg, most overrated rapper. That's an interesting take.
I can't believe he said that one. That's kind of hard, bro. That's like, damn, Jose. Yeah, I agree with him, Wiz Khalifa. I like Wiz Khalifa as a person, though, and the stuff he does for the community and the kids and stuff. But his music, man. But I listen to Wiz Khalifa. If I listen to this shit these young kids listen to, I can't do it, bro. That's I don't know what that shit is.
Yeah, some of the.
I rather listen to gospel, and I like gospel, so I rather listen to that than listen to them kids. I'm sorry, it's horrible.
All right, Tyrone.
I'll listen to Tyson's playlist.
I want to hear your most overrated rapper.
Overrated? Overrated. I would say any one of these young kids, a Young Thug, the little dude from Philly, the wears a little diamond in his forehead, T Grizzly, all them cats, man. I'm just being real with you. I have no listen for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have no listen. And my favorite rappers right now is probably Griselda, Dave East, R.I.P. to Fred the Godson. Like, I like lyricists, so, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I like lyricists. So if I'm not listening to anything, I want to listen to somebody spit. You know, I can't listen to stuff I can't comprehend, or you tell me how much money you got or how many hoes you got. I'm not interested in that. Like, that just doesn't do it for me. You know what I mean? I want to listen to lyricists, so that's it.
I'm remotivated to do a rap now.
Yeah, whatever happened to you and John from Lakehurst is a rap battle, man.
Yep.
Well, I was putting together a big Sam Darnold rap, and then once he got traded, half the lyrics went out the window. So.
I understand.
That's some bullshit.
You know what? What John anyway? Hey, John, where my money at, man?
He hasn't called in since.
No, don't let me get Tyson over there to collect, man. I don't want to do that, man. I want to send my hit to your house, bro.
He lives like 15 minutes from me, too.
Yo, man. See,
do some drive-bys.
Like that, man. Yo, John talking so much snap that night, bro.
And now he's vanished. So, Tyrone, give us your parting shots, man. We're ending the quiet time of the season. What are some of your final thoughts as we wrap this up?
I'm just saying, man, like, just be happy, man. You know, we're going in the right direction. We got a good quarterback. I think that we're going to be, you know, we're there. There's a few more pieces. There's still a lot of time left in this offseason to bring players in. I'm excited about what we have. And it's a good time, man. It's a good time to be a Jet fan. You know, we relax the OTAs start, you know what I'm saying? I think the next one is after this is the 26th to the 9th or something like that. And then mandatory minicamp starts. So let's get excited. You know, hit me up at Tip Johnson on Facebook, you know what I'm saying, TIP_91 on Instagram, and, you know, I would take all the heat you got for me. Let me have it.
And prime time?
No, appreciate all the support during the downtime. You know, if you guys have any topics that you want us to cover over the next few weeks, we're always searching for stuff, so just leave it in the comments. Appreciate all the support on the T-shirts as well. Those are going out next week, and that's probably it.
Yeah, at Talk Jets Radio, Instagram and Twitter. Let's Talk Jets Radio on YouTube. We're live every Monday night at 8:30, tonight at 8:30, and that's it. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you guys next week. And see if Tyrone bails on the Carolina trip.
Nah, bro. Don't worry about it. You already know we'll be there for that. Don't even try that, man. Hey, Tyson,
Welcome
you talking, Ryan?
to Let's Talk Jets Radio.